Welcome to the Intuitive Woman Podcast with your host, Tina Conroy. Gain clarity, confidence, and trust in your inner wisdom. Explore spiritual topics, including intuition, healing, wellness, yoga, vibrant living, and more.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing? I'm so glad to be here with all of you today on this inaugural episode of the Intuitive Women Podcast. I have been struggling the last few weeks on bringing you this episode because don't we all hesitate when something is new? At least I do. I was thinking about, do I have a guest? Do I do it solo? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? And then I went to my journaling, I went to my meditation, and I said, just do it. That's it. So here I am. I wanted to share with you a little bit about myself, a little about the show, and things that will be coming up. Before we go there, I would love to center. And we'll be doing this every episode. Centering is vital to connecting to our intuition, to our spirituality, and to ourselves. So go ahead, if you can, find a comfortable seat, or you can even lie down if you'd like. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. If you're not driving, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and exhale away. Now think of that exhale as a truly letting go. Releasing and letting go. Perhaps letting go of something physical in the physical body, such as tension or stress, maybe in the shoulders or the face. Or maybe a conversation you need to let go, or an email or a text message. Whatever it is, let it go. Take another breath in and exhale. Take this moment to recognize you are unique. You are unique and special. And as you connect to this few moments, you connect to your innermost quality. I bless everyone listening to connect to our divine guidance, to connect to our intuition, for clarity, for wisdom, and for filling our passions. And I ask this always for the highest good, and so it is. Take your time to come back, taking a few more breaths, and exhaling away. So I'm going to pull a card for our show. As I pull a card, I am shuffling the deck and I'm asking Spirit, what does Spirit want us as a community to know as we co-create with Spirit? One of my rituals is I pull a card every morning. I ask, what does Spirit want me to know today? And then before I go to bed, I ask, what does Spirit want me to know as I sleep? So that is something that I do. So I pulled the card Ticktock. Now, when the card Ticktock comes in our reading, it signifies that there is no time, that we have a lot of time, that we are not bound to time, that we have everything in divine timing. It's immeasurable. I find so many people find that when there's this 24-hour clock, we all have the same 24 hours, but we're always sort of beating time. You know, there's not enough time, or I'm getting old, or there's just not enough hours in the day. You hear those adages a lot. But TikTok allows us to be reminded that everything is working in divine timing. Some things take longer than others, but there's always a reason and there's always a way. So that's Spirit's way of letting us know. So that is our card for the show, TikTok. So I want to share with you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the show. And I'm going to close with a yoga pose of the day. And I'm going to do that most of the shows. So I started teaching yoga in 2004. I started teaching yoga to children. I was a stay-at-home mom for most of my time. And then when my daughter was about 7 or 8, I started teaching yoga to kids, to children. And I taught 2 years old to about 7 years old. Then I graduated to the teens. And I taught yoga to teens. And that was a completely different venue. I had to reprimand them more with cell phones and things like that. And then I graduated to teaching yoga to adults, and that was in 2007. I now currently, and still do, teach yoga to adults. Not that I wouldn't teach yoga to teens and children, but my main focus is adults. I teach an average of 10 to 11 yoga classes a week in various locations and in various themes. So I teach restorative yoga, I teach gentle yoga, prenatal yoga, chair yoga, vinyasa yoga, and then more of an alignment yoga, or what someone would call Iyengar yoga. So that's pretty much my day job. On top of that, I've tapped into my intuition, and there's a whole big story to tell you about that, but will come up, I'm sure, in a few episodes. And I'm an intuitive medium Reiki master teacher. My passion is working with women to connect them to their intuition and connect them to their passions so that they can be and have a fulfilled life. My mentorship program, the Intuitive Woman 90-Day Mentorship Program, does just that. And that is really, truly one of my passions. And if you're interested in that, you can go to my website, tinaconroy.com. I am so fulfilled with the podcast. My podcast was created truly out of passion, and it continues truly out of passion. I love connecting and meeting so many people. The 3 years that I had the podcast, Get Into It with Tina Conroy, I interviewed passionate women, entrepreneurs, moms, authors, mediums, school teachers, essential oil, aromatherapists, yoga teachers, Reiki healers, meditation teachers, and so forth. It was wonderful. And now I'm taking this platform to include all of that and much more. So I am so excited to tell you that I have many guests already lined up. I will have a segment on intuition in business. I will have a segment coming up with a yoga teacher that's outside of the country that really talks about yoga after 50 and how yoga is viewed, the benefits, the contraindications, and what she finds. I'll also be talking to another podcaster who talks about intuitive eating. So important. We're going to talk about intuitive eating in one of the episodes coming up. And then I'm so excited to bring you this one. This is going to be a live show. The platform that I've moved to allows me to have live on location. And on April 12th, I'm going to live on location to Whole Foods Market. I will be joined with Marianne Jones from Thrive Naturally. We will be live, and she's going to take us through a tour of Whole Foods in my local area. We're going to tour Whole Foods, look at all the different areas, go up and down the aisles, and she's going to share with us different areas and bargains and what we should look for with the labels, with produce. I don't know about you, but a lot of people say, instead of Whole Foods, they say whole paycheck. And she's going to kind of demystify that and let us know that there's a lot of great deals and her shopping trips are amazing. That will be coming April 12th. And don't worry if you miss it live because it will be recorded. I'm also looking for feedback. So I have a fantastic community, and it happens over in the Facebook group. The Facebook group is the Intuitive Woman Group. And if you're interested in joining the group, I would gladly invite you in. Every Friday, I do what's called Live at 5 Eastern Time. I pull oracle cards early in the morning. I turn them face down. Everybody chooses a card, perhaps 1, 2, or 3, and they leave their options below. And then at 5 o'clock, I go live and people interact with me and I pull cards for readings. And what I mean by readings is our intuitive readings. They could be about romance, they may be about health, they may be about career, they might be about finances or moving, but it's really a wonderful, wonderful connection, and it all happens at the Facebook group. So a lot more things will be coming your way. I wanted to just say a hello and be able to connect with you. But before I close, I want to bring you a yoga pose of the week. So our yoga pose of the week is going to be a very simple pose. The props that you're going to use or need will be a yoga mat, 2 blankets if you have them, preferably a Mexican blanket or they call a yoga blanket, but any blanket would do, an eye pillow if you have one. This is a very simple pose, but extremely effective, and almost everyone can do this pose. I'll tell you the setup, and then you can always go back to listening to this again. So go ahead and get your yoga mat. You're going to place the yoga mat, the short end of the yoga mat against the wall, and then roll the yoga mat out towards the center of the room. Fold your blanket into a nice rectangle or square and place it at the back of the mat so your head will be rested on the blanket. Make sure just your head is on the blanket, not your shoulders. And then have the other blanket nearby. You may need it for covering or you may need it for your tailbone. Come very close to the wall. Bend your knees and have your shoulder up against the wall as you're leaning sideways. And slowly roll down to your elbow, swing your legs up the wall. So imagine, if you will, lying on your mat. Again, the short end of the mat is at the wall. Your head is at the other end, and your legs are up the wall, so you're making an L position. Allow your arms to be long by your side, and your palms are up. Reach for your eye pillow, if you'd like, and place the eye pillow over your eyes. Now, some contraindications. If you feel very tight in your hamstrings and your tailbone is not touching the mat, take the second blanket, bend your knees, rise up, and put the blanket right under your tailbone. And this will take the pressure off your lower back, and it will also allow you to extend your hamstrings. And now you're in the pose. This is a very simple pose, legs up the wall. As you close your eyes or place your eye pillow on your eyes, allow your eyes to rest inward and down, gazing towards your heart. Take a nice breath in and exhale away. And I'm going to read to you one of my very favorite yoga poems. Allow. There is no controlling life. Try corralling a lightning bolt containing a tornado. Dam a stream and it will create a new channel. Resist and the tide will sweep you off your feet. Allow and grace will carry you to higher ground. The only safety lies in letting it all in. The wild with the weak, fear, fantasies, failures, and success. When loss rips off the doors of the heart or sadness veils your vision with despair, practice becomes simply bearing the truth. In the choice to let go of your known way of being, the whole world is revealed to your now eyes. I hope you enjoyed this short segment of the first episode. Stay with me with so many more to come. May you have a blessed day.